Hey Tubies, it's Psychic Bob. Well, welcome to our Saturday night seance. I hope you enjoyed my promo for the seance. I posted a promo on my channel. I now am able to post a few links from TikTok and Instagram over on YouTube. So my promo for this website was in the queue right before this video. If you didn't see it, go see it after this video. It was a fun introduction to our seance tonight. Well, welcome. For those of you who are new here, thank you for stopping in. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and be part of our channel. We'd love you to be here. We put out a video really every day. Well, it's Saturday, and we're going to do our Saturday night seance. And this is where we gather and have a little communion with the spirit world. I come out of the Spiritualist church background, and when I was in the Spiritualist church, many times we would gather at mediums' homes on the weekend and hold a little sitting, a little seance circle. And a lot of you wrote and said, gee, I'd never been to a seance. I'd like to learn about that. And this is why I've started this seance series. So if you were in my home, which really in a sense you are virtually, I just have you pull up your chairs here and we'd sit in a little circle. I'm what's known as a trance medium. That means I go into a trance state, an altered state of consciousness, and spirit guides come in and overshadow me. They overshadow my consciousness and take temporary control of my body and nervous system. This allows them to speak through me. Now, when I'm in trance, I'm not in any pain or danger. It may look a little strange, but I have my guardian spirit, Fletcher, who keeps watch over and makes sure that there's no danger for me in the channeling process. So, welcome to our Saturday night seance. Pull up your chairs and let's see what the spirit world is going to have. I've got to bring down the light, so give me just a moment and I'll be back with you. When I hold seances, I like to hold it in subdued red light. This is a tradition in the spiritualist movement. Seances are usually held either by candlelight or in pitch black or in red light. I prefer to work in red light for when I do trance channeling. So I'm going to go under in trance. We'll see if the spirit people come through and what they have. So I'll see you when I get back. Oh, this is Fletcher here. Give us just a moment while we get control of the medium's vibration. Well, I tell you, there's a lot of soul glow out there tonight. So many of you are gathering, and from the spirit world, we can see the souls that are to tune in to the frequencies here tonight. And we welcome you to commune with our world. Our world and your world are so close. The spirit world is only a whisper away. It's just a little shift in vibration, and there you are. Well, we got a few souls we want to come in, so I'll be stepping from our medium's body. This is Fletcher, over and out. Yes, Fletcher, I have obtained the body. Good evening. As Fletcher has said, that our world is literally as close as a whisper away. Your world, the earth world, has a denser vibration than our world, the spirit world. In our world, everything that exists upon your earth, and even more, exists in our realm. The difference being that the reality in which we inhabit is at a higher vibration, a higher frequency. Here things are more refined, and they do not decay. Hence, this is why we have eternal life. Our spiritual bodies are made of a fine etheric substance, and unlike your earthly bodies, they're not subject to decay, to illness, or to death, disease, or old age. Like your physical bodies, we have all the senses and faculties. We can see, we can taste, we can hear, we can feel, we have emotion. But unlike your physical bodies, our senses do not wear away over time. In the earth life, when one ages, one's eyesight dims, one loses one's focus and vision. Likewise, your joints may become stiff and your back become hunched. Your thought processes will slow down, and you will find yourself aging and becoming, well, rather weak. On contrary, in the spirit world, our senses are more acute than yours. Not only are they more acute, we can see farther, we can see clear, we can hear gradations of tone that are beyond the human hearing range, and our voices are not subject to material conditions of cold or heat. Our bodies do not suffer pain in the way that your bodies suffer pain. We live in a much more exalted state, and it is because our etheric bodies of refined matter, they do not decay. As I said, we are not subject to death. Therefore, we have no fear of death. We cannot die. In the spirit world, all beings that come here are given an awakening. Some come here already aware of spiritual life, and for them the transition to this world is easy. But oftentimes we have many who come over from the earth, and they do not understand life in the spirit world. For those who are materialists, who believe that there is nothing beyond the human body and there is nothing beyond death, for them to awaken in the spirit world is many times a very jarring experience. Many of them deny their own deaths, proclaiming that they're having some sort of vivid dream or hallucination. We have to work very hard to ensure them that they are truly dead, that they're in a spirit body. Many of them say, how can I be in a spirit body when my physical body is, how can I be in a spirit body when I feel my body as acutely and clearly as I do, when I see my body? You see, their eyes here perceive their body in a form of solidity. It is not the wispy, ghosty things that you are shown on your earthly movies and television. No, the spirit body is as solid and as tangible as your physical body. And because of this fact, many who are materialists come here and refuse to accept that they've made the transition to the world called death. Try to understand that death does not suddenly make one enlightened and profound and glorious. You will be in death as you were in life. And this is why we encourage you to begin your spiritual lives now. For if you begin them now, you shall have an easier time transitioning to our world. If you have a concept of prayer, a concept of goodness in your heart, a concept of higher power, then when you come here, all of these things will be greatly enhanced and understood. But for those who come here with no awareness, we spend many days arguing with them, saying, yes, you've truly left the body. Some of them say, I refuse to believe it unless I can see my family. In these cases, many times we take a soul such as this back to its home. We let it observe its family. We even encourage the soul to make contact with the family. But as the soul, she finds out that the contact with the family is not possible. For such souls do not have spiritual faculties to engage in a physical life, for at this point they are purely spirit. The family about them do not perceive the presence, for the spirit body is at a higher frequency. It is very close to the physical, yet, as we've said earlier, whisper away. And so you must understand that your physical body and your spiritual, though are clones of one another, are of very different substances. And so when we allow a soul who is confused to return to the earth, many times it has great dismay and anxiety once it discovers that no one on earth can see it nor hear it. But I should not say no one, for there are some who are spiritualist mediums. They many times will see and hear such souls. And it is these mediums who do special work, known as rescue work. So we invite you to consider looking more into the two worlds, the earthly realm and the spirit world. You will find that though they are close, they are mirrors of one another. The spirit world is more refined, more pure, more joyful, much elevated. Those who come over here many times have to, as we said, have a gradual awakening. For if they had not practiced spiritual life on their earth, when they come here, they may find themselves greatly distressed. We work with each soul to adjust it to its transition to this world, so that it will be a harmonious transition with as little discomfort and pain as is necessary. Fletcher says there are others wishing to speak, so I shall not beleaguer the point. But please understand that your world and our world are very close. Your spirit body resides within your physical body, and that upon death it will separate from your physical body, but it will not cease to exist. It will transcend, if you're fortunate, the earth realm and go into the spirit realm. Those who live in the spirit world will come and help those who come from the earth. Know that if you find yourself outside of your body and are having fear about the situation, call upon our world, for many will come, enlighten you, aid you, and either help you to return to the physical body to restore you, or bring you over to your destination here in the spirit world. Fletcher's asking me to step from the body now. My name is Alfred. Oh, this is Fletcher. Give us just a moment. We've got to get control of the medium's vibration. Oh, and we got another person want to be coming in and speak with you. Greetings, my dears. My name is Rose. I feel so very privileged to be able to come here tonight to speak to all of you. I was listening to Alfred speak, and I must say he's rather a brilliant chap. He did a lot more spiritualist study on earth than I did. And I have to say, I feel that I missed great opportunities. He is correct that you have the opportunity whilst on earth to work on your spiritual life. We encourage you to begin the process now. Listen to the words of spirit. Study the spiritualist books and teachings. If you can't, attend the spiritualist churches and seance circles. There are many a seance circle and many a spiritualist church who are doing rescue work. Rescue work is when a group of mediums gather and they set the intent to liberate a soul. In the spirit world, as in the earth world, there are various realms of existence here. There are the lower, darker realms, and then there are the higher realms of beauty and light. In the lower realms, this is where you find the souls who have done great harm upon the earth, the drug dealers, the murderers, the criminals. Yes, they too live beyond the body, and for many of them, the very fact that they don't get to cease their existence and consciousness at death is for many of them quite a trauma. Then they go through the fear of, what if I must face God? What shall I say for my life of crime? Try to understand that souls that come here are not judged. They judge their own selves, and their position in the spirit world is regulated by their own vibration. As you think on earth, you develop a character. This is why we encourage those of you on earth to think high-minded thoughts. For if you think high-minded thoughts, you elevate yourselves to a position of glory, and your character shall be molded to the character of spirit. Spirit is infinite intelligence. It is goodness. It is light. It is all good things. And in the spirit world, those who dwell here dwell always seeking that light. So if you begin the process of seeking to unify with the light whilst on earth, your transition here will bring you much closer to the light much quickly. Whilst on earth, you're in a school, a temporary holding place, where there are many challenges. But these challenges can be met with love. The key to life on earth is to love all people and even love your very self. And if you dwell in the spirit of love, you shall elevate your soul, and you shall be a light to many around you. Do not hold on to fear that you are not good enough or somehow deficient. No, my dears, you are not deficient. Deficiencies are created in the mind. And if your mind dwells in the higher realms, then you shall have purity of heart and mind, and your transition to our world will be much more simple. Over here there are countless souls who grow every day, and they glow brighter and brighter. It is true that there are degrees of glory in the spirit world, and those who dwell in the light have earned the right to be in the light. We say in the spirit world that it is deeds, not creeds, that bring one to glory. What you believe is of little consequence here, but it is important that you do all things in love. Love in action equals spiritual growth. And so hold on to the belief in the knowledge and the light. Keep these thoughts in your heart, and if you act in kindness toward your neighbor and toward yourself, you must not negate your own needs, but serve yourself as well as others in love, and you shall make great progress. And when it is your time to come to the spirit world, you will have an easy transition. When people come here, as Alfred said, many are dismayed to find themselves, well, still alive. I suppose many souls on earth, especially these days, think that there's no life after death. And so when they do find themselves alive, as Alfred has said, well, it puts them in a state of perplexity. But you need not have that. Love your neighbor. Try to love God. Try to live a spiritual life, and you will elevate your soul. The earth realm is a difficult and challenging place for many people. But if you align with our world, with the principles of love and high-mindedness, you shall transcend those limitations, my dears. Do not have fear. Know that we of the spirit world are ever present, ready to help you. Oh, my dears, I feel that the power is starting to fade. Fletcher saying that I must step from our medium, and I do feel that my time here is short, as the power is quickly dwindling down. I feel myself going with it, but I thank you for being here and receiving me. I look forward to speaking with all of you. My name is Rose. Do please call upon me, and I shall help you. Well, Tubies, I so enjoyed sitting with you in this seance. You know, when I come back from channeling, I always feel empowered and uplifted and renewed. And I hope this has been your experience in being part of our seance circle. Well, listen, if you've enjoyed this, please help me out. Make sure to like this video, favorite it with your friends, thumbs up, share it, make sure to hit subscribe. Listen, keep it here at Spirit Channel because we always got more coming. Tomorrow night is Sunday, and that means it's going to be Sunday night hangout with Psychic Bob. Make sure to be here at that time, at tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern U.S. time. I'm going to be taking your questions from the chat. We're going to do a live stream event. I'll be answering your questions and doing live psychic readings. So I'd love the chance to interact with you and bring a message from the spirit world. So I hope you'll come out and join us for a Sunday night hangout. We always have a great time. We sing, we dance, we act a little crazy, and we commune with the spirit world. So if you'd like to be part of that, come out and join us, and maybe you'll get a psychic reading tomorrow night. I'd love to connect with you and your spirit people. Well, guys, thanks for being here. I love all of you. Mwah. Listen, we'll be back here tomorrow. Be here tomorrow night, 7 p.m. at my YouTube channel for a live stream. That's 7 p.m. Eastern U.S. time. For those of you in Europe, it'll be midnight London time, 1 a.m. Paris time. So, yeah, we'll see you tomorrow night for a live stream event. Come out, bring your questions, and we'll see you then. You guys are best. Thanks for being here. I love you. And until tomorrow, may all of you always blessed be.